Okay, so where I was, yeah. So guys, tell me this thing recording controller. I have used the test script recorder. I have recorded this stuff by using the recorder, right? Agree? This 4 call. Agree?
Yes.
Okay. And these two HTTP request I have recorded manually. Agree? I have manually mapped, right? Agree, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so what I will do, let's do the comparison. So you can see it here, HTTP, pet store, and path. You can see in the path catalog, action slash catalog dot action. Can you see the same thing here or not, which I have mapped? Same, right, guys? Same or not? Guys, I can't hear you.
Yes, you can.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so and let's suppose the second call. In the second call, what I have did, I have click on the sign in, right? I click on the sign in link, right? So this is the call for the sign in, which I have recorded. You can see it here. Protocol, server name, and the path and the query parameter here. Here you can see sign on form. This is the query parameter. Same thing I have manually mapped here. Can you see the same thing or not? So guys, what I'm trying to say, either you can manually map the thing, right? Go to the network section, go and check the request URL body and manually map the thing in the JMeter. Either you can take the help of screen recorder, test script recorder. So which one is easy to do that?
Recorder op.
Recorder option is easy, right? So whatever the action you will do, that all the action will get recorded, again. I am recording the stuff, please watch carefully. I am deleting my manually map stuff. Go to the I have added the recording controller. Go to the recording HTTP test script recorder, click on start. I have clicked on the start. Okay, go to the Firefox browser. uh, okay, let me hit this URL. I have hit this URL. Okay, the application is sign in. So let me sign out first. Okay, let me sign out and stop the recording. Stop the recording and record the stuff from the phrase actually. Clear, clean all the things. Go to the script recorder. Again start. Okay, Chrome browser and again hit this URL into the browser. Click on the sign in. Click on the sign in and enter the username and the password. So what is the username and the password? So this is the username. This is the username and this is the password. This is the password. Okay, so
Because
I
you are
have entered
recording
this.
with the Firefox now, right?
Yeah, with the Firefox. Okay, so I have recorded the sign in feature, right? And I stopped the recording. I stopped the recording and go to the JMeter. Here you can see all the action get recorded. Now what you have to do, you have to filter out the stuff. You have to filter out the stuff. here you can see there are some unnecessary call. Here you can see this this is the pet store octopark.com. This is related to the application. This is fine. The second call is also fine. The third call. So guys, can you see the third call URL?
Yeah.
So what is the third call URL?
Get pocket dot something.
This is the browser, you know, Firefox stuff, right? Mozilla stuff, Firefox Mozilla, right? This is not your server related call. Agree?
Yeah.
If you see this URL, can you see the URL? And is this URL is related to your application, Pet Store application? This one?
No.
This is not, right? And let's move to the next one. And this one, guys, the fourth request. It
No.
is also Firefox, right? Because what happened when we are recording the stuff, it also record the Firefox action, Firefox activity, the browser activity, right? But we could not have to consider that thing in our scenario, right? This is unnecessary stuff, right? So which you have to identify. Okay, this is your Firefox, right? Go to the success. So this one is also Firefox activity, right?
Yes.
And let's move to the another one. This one, Firefox. And
So how do we recognize this? Because now it is for Firefox, but when it is for other applications, is there any other way to recognize?
okay, let's do it in looks at some other way. Okay. Okay, let me do the one thing, man. Let me finish this thing because you know it diverts me
Sorry to
actually.
disturb. Sorry.
Okay, I will explain your answer. Okay, give me 2 minutes more. Okay, so when I click on this, you can see this URL, right? This is also not related to your application. Okay, now coming to the next. So this one is related to your application, right? Right, guys? So can you see it here? What is the method here? Post method, right? Post method, and you can see what username I was passing. You can see the username jetpetperf. You can see the username, and what is my password? You can see jetpetperf hashtag 123. Right, whatever the action I have did here, same stuff it will get recorded, the username and password which I have passed. Here I'm trying to log in, right? So it's calling to the post method, right? So that's why method is post here, right? And when it log in to the sign in page, it will display the home page. So this call is for the home page, where you will get all the home page detail, right? So after recording the one scenario, what you have to do, again you will go to the thread group, right click on that, go to the logic controller, select the simple controller. Logic controller, select the simple controller. Now let's understand the simple controller. Simple controller means just folder, simple as folder, where we are storing the objects. This is only behave like a folder where we are storing our request. Simple folder means, right? Simple folder means just folder where we are storing our request. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm renaming this folder name login. Okay, and control and S. So your login folder get created, and whatever the action we have to login, move that request to inside the login folder. So this request, move this folder inside the login, move this folder inside this login, and this one is the browser related. This one I don't want, 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 this I want, right? Sign in. So I will go and click on, I will move this thing inside the signing. Again I will move this folder inside the login. Right now, clear this recording. Now I will use the this recording controller to record the another scenario. Now our one scenario is get recorded, right? So clean all the recording section. So you can see there is no more recording section, no more recording section. So all the valid recording section, all the request I have moved inside the login folder, right? I will move this folder below the thread group here. Okay, now expand this folder and rename this thing. So this particular request, this particular API, what it doing? Hit the URL, hit the what this action is doing? This call. Open the jet, right? This particular call will open your Jetpack score application, right guys? Agree?
Yes.
Okay, so I have given some valid name here so that when you will again run this scenario, you can easily understand, right? So we are now, we have recorded this stuff. Now we are finishing the things. Now we are making this thing as a systematic way, right? Now this call. So this call is what for this, for which action? I think this call is for click on the sign in, right? What are, you can also leave at it like that, but you know it's not the ideal way to design, right? Because when you again after 2 days, 4 days or 5 days, when you look at this request, are you able to understand this thing?
Yes.
If it is proper naming convention is not there, are you able to understand what action it is doing? I think no, right?
Yes.
Right. So what I will do, this second request, what it doing? Login. Click on sign in. Right. So this second call, clicking on the sign in link. Now the third call. So what the third call was doing? Third call was enter the credential, right?
Yes.
Credential and save it. Now the fourth one. The fourth one is the home page or dashboard page. After clicking on the sign in, you will get the home page or dashboard page, right? Something like that. Let's suppose this is the home page. So guys, when you read this thing, are you able to understand?
Yeah.
Everyone agree?
Yes.
Right. So you have completed one scenario, that is login, right? You have recorded the stuff and you have, removed the unnecessary call, right? And you have renamed the request, right? Like that, you have renamed. You have renamed. Okay. Now what I will do, I want to record the sign out. I want to record the sign out. Okay, what I will do here, I will again go to the JMeter. Now I am recording the stuff using the recording controller and click on the test script recorder, start the recording. Click on OK, go to here, and now you can see the sign out, right? I click on the sign out. I click on the sign out. So the user gets sign out from this application, right? Now I will stop the recording. I have stopped the recording. Go to the JMeter and you can see the call. Here you can see sign off. This is for the sign off, and this call is for the after the sign off. You will get this page, sign in page, again sign in page. So there are two calls. Agree, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I will again go to the thread group. Again go to the sampler. Sorry, logic controller, simple controller, and rename this thing as a sign out, and copy this thing and move this to call here in the sign out. So let me give the name. What is the name here? Sign out. Click on the sign out. Let me click on sign out. The naming is up to you, which naming you are trying to give. Okay, so sign out, and this is for the home page after logout. Can I say like that? Or home page, something like home page or home page after logout, right? So this is your home page, right? Now you can clean your recording. So guys, the clear concept. What is the use of recording controller?
Yes.
Right now, what you can do, move this sign out here. Now your two scenario get completed to test the to do the performance testing of Jetpack store application. Okay, you can see it here. Login and sign out. Right? Clear? And you might have question, is that necessary to rename this thing? It's up to you guys. Up to you. You want to rename, then you can rename. Ideally, you can give some proper name so that when you again do the testing, you can easily understand. Right? If you are not doing the rename, you can't understand. Okay, clear? Now what I will do.
Question.
Sorry.
Because the port number is seen as 443.
Yeah, this is the port number, basically the JMeter port number. It's by default JMeter is taking. No worry, I will explain this thing later on. It's the simple like JMeter by default taking the port number. It's not the big point. It's by default when you are recording any stuff. So by default, it's running on the port 443 internally of JMeter. This is JMeter port number actually. Okay.
Because now we can know how which is coming from the application and which is part of the
Yeah,
Mozilla.
yeah. I will explain you. Okay. So, yeah. So two things are clear. You have recorded the login and the sign out. So your two scenario are get completed. Now what you have to do? Now the thread number of thread is 3 and the ramp up is 3 and clear this thing and you can run this thing. All right. This file. You can go to the view result 3 and you can see the call here, which I have already explained you. Can you see it here, guys? This is for the one user, this is for the one sample, and this is for the second one. Click on the sign in. Okay, let's discuss one by one. Open the Pat Store, sign in, enter the credential home page where I was, view result tree. Okay, open the pat store meter where it is randomly taking actually. So yeah, this one is the call. So it started, start time is this one, right? You can see open the j pat store. It's taking the sample time at 773 millisecond, right? And the status is pass, the byte, send byte, latency, which I have already explained you, and the connection time. The second call is click on the sign in, click on the sign in. The third call, the enter the credential, the third call. Sorry. The fourth call, home page, right? Home page. Again, the first scenario is completed. Now the second user flow. So this is, let's suppose this is the third user. So third user means pad, notepad. The first user means Vikas, second user means Mohan, third user means Rahul. So you can see it here. The first user, the Vikas, has completed the sign in. Right? Any confusion? How did you can identify this thing in the listener, in the view result tree?
Because is there any way to group, order this? Here we can't order this.
You have the sorting feature. You can see it here.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
You have the sorting feature. Okay. So you can see it here. The first scenario is completed. Now, in the second scenario, who is second? The Mohan is second person. Mohan. Give me a second. Mohan is the second one, right? So what Mohan again will start from the first scenario, right? Open the JMeter pat store. Where is the, here you can see 1/2, right? So this is the Mohan. Click on the open jet pat store URL, click on the sign in, click on enter the credential and click on the home page. It's navigating to the home page, right? And then Mohan click on the sign out. And Mohan get the home page. Right? After that, the third user is Rahul. Rahul, click on the open the URL jet score and click on the sign in, enter the credential, and Rahul navigating to the home page, and then they are clicking on the sign out. Then the home page get displayed. Clear? What message I have? All three users are signing in same credential. Yes, all users are using the same credential. All user, you can see it here. If you go to the enter the credential, all user all user using the same credential. Right now we will understand with the same credential. When we will, more confident in the JMeter, we will learn more topics in the JMeter. After then we will learn how we can log in with the unique. Fine. Fine, because that things are little bit advanced stuff. So let's try to understand with the simple stuff. Okay, after then we will move into the complex one. Okay, this thing is clear. Okay, now the question is, now the question, one ma'am was asking me the one question, how we can make sure which call is related to the particular application, the valid call or invalid call, right ma'am?
Correct. Because
Okay.
right now we know, but in the application we may not know.
Okay, so what I will do here, I will try to record the any application. Let's suppose I want to record the Flipkart. Sorry, make my I will open the Make My Trip application. Give me a second. I will go here and type. I will pass the, in the Firefox I have entered the Make My Trip. Okay, because I don't want to record unnecessary stuff. So I have already typed it here. Now let me record the Firefox. Okay, record the Firefox stuff. Okay, let's try to understand manually first. Okay, after then we will look at the recording stuff. Is that fine? Both we will see.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So inspect this element, go to the network section and first clear this thing. So what I'm doing here, clear all this thing. It is still loading actually. Clear. Now guys, please listen carefully. So I'm trying to see the call of the backend call of Make My Trip. Okay, so I'm trying to hit the Make My Trip in the browser. Okay, I have enter. You can see whatever the calls the client sending to the server, it get recorded. Now you can see your response get completed, right? You can see it here. So tell me, this is the server related or not? Now you tell me.
Yes, it is.
Okay, fine, correct. Now this one, the second call.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay. Now the third call, you can say me.
Looks like Google, it's not related. Looks like that.
Yeah, it's related to the browser stuff. Okay, so I will not consider that thing. Okay, now moving to the next one. Now it's I have moved to the next. So now you can see it here, the next request. So it is also not related to the Make My Trip. It's something other like MMTA, CDE, and something like, well, I'm hitting this URL into the browser, some third party, URL is this, right? So this is also not related to that. Now moving to the next one. You can see the PNG. You can see the, can you see the logo here?
Yeah.
So this is not also related to the server related call, right?
Okay.
Now moving to the next. Now you can see this is not also related to the make my trip. Can you see the URL? If you go to the preview section, nothing there. Anyway, but it is not related to the make my trip. Okay, the make my trip base URL is not mentioned here, so we will not consider this thing. Again, this is again the PNG. If you see the PNG at the end, simple and the basic, I'm asking, if you see the .png at the end, do not consider that thing.
Yeah,
You
it's
can,
an image.
okay, image. And if you see the .js, something like that, do not consider that thing also. Okay, go to the desktop here. Again, it is not related to the make my trip. Again, moving to the next one, you can see it is also not related to the make my trip, which I want actually, which I want to do the performance testing. Is it also an image? Okay, and this one you can see it here. This is the Chrome browser stuff, the Google Chrome browser stuff. So can you consider this thing? No. Go to the next one. This is also the Chrome browser related stuff. So you do not have to consider this thing. And you can see .png. Again .png. Again .png. You can see again .png. And if you see something like CSS related stuff, like CSS related stuff here, CSS, or either end or in between the URL, CSS, or it is not mention the your base URL, then it is not related to your for your scenario actually. Okay, so you
Basically,
don't
it should
have,
have my base URL there.
yes, you have,
Okay.
it should mention the base URL here. Okay, and you can see it here. In this case, we have mentioned the base URL. Yeah, here in some of the case you will see the base URL also, but it is related to the PNG, your image or something like .css issue. So you don't have to consider that also. I'm not able to find right now here. If you can see,
So basically, we will discard all this and take only those things which is necessary for the running of the, yeah.
which are necessary for our performance testing, the calls which are connecting with the server. Yeah, these things are also connecting, but that is not necessary for the performance testing. We need only server related call. Okay, so this is your server related call actually, right? So when you do the same thing using this script recorder, go to the start, go to the OK, and go to the Firefox and hit this thing, make my trip. I'm using the JMeter.
But Vikash, when we open this website after clicking recording on JMeter, none of this JPEG store, nothing is opening, maybe due to this proxy. Then how can we check this?
Come again, madam.
Yeah, when I'm trying to open the JPEG store website through JMeter after click, but none of the thing is opening, maybe due to this proxy. Then how can we check the thing?
So you are trying to open the application using the JMeter?
Yes, I mean I
Can
have added all the recordings.
you?
And then I click on start recording, and then I went to Firefox and I opened the JPEG store, but I'm not able to.
No. If you are, I'm again asking you, if you are trying to, if you set the proxy there, port number there, then any of the application will open using the recording of the JMeter, right? After that, if you individually go to the Firefox and hit any URL, it will not open. You have to change the setting, change the proxy. Let me show you. You have to go to your Chrome browser and go to the setting. If you want to use this browser, then you have to go to the setting and select the no proxy and okay. After then you can open any browser here, any application.
Oh, okay. But you told manual proxy configuration should be set initially, right?
Manual. Can you show
Yeah,
it?
sure. Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. You can share the screen and
Yeah.
let me see
Yeah,
what
sure.
you are trying to do.
I'm sharing my screen. Are you able to do share?
Okay.
Yeah. So I have added all. I mean, I added the recordings and everything. Now I'm starting.
Mhm.
Okay. Now I wanted to record my JPEG store thing. Okay. So I'm opening the Firefox.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing happening. So here is the JPEG thing. I'm getting the error like this.
Okay, ma'am, could you pass the correct URL, remove the query parameter after question mark?
Okay.
Pass the correct URL.
I just copied from the chat. You have to. Well, I'm getting the same thing.
Okay, can you open any other site? Open the new tab and try to open some.
I'll try to open Facebook.
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yeah, yeah.
It's taking a second. Getting something certificate has an invalid signature like that.
Okay, stop the recording.
Okay. These things are getting stored, but thing is I'm not able to open any website and do this logging and then record. That is the issue.
Okay, go to your JMeter
Yeah.
and go to the recording controller.
Oh, Jamie. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Clear all the stuff from there.
Okay. Clear all the recordings. Okay.
Yeah, clear all the recording. Now, click on that and start.
Because is this an issue that I have added one HTTP request like this?
No. This
That
is
is
not
not
an
a thing.
issue.
Right? Okay. Okay. I'm starting. Okay.
Click on OK.
Okay.
Stop the recording. Stop the
Okay.
recording. Go to the Firefox. Go to the Firefox. Go to the setting. Go to the setting. Yeah, and go and check the network setting. Yeah. Sure.
Oh, it is
Okay, fine.
manual proxy.
No, okay, cancel this thing. Now go and check the certificate. Type certificate here
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
search box.
1 minute. I have uploaded the certificate also. I have imported it actually.
Okay, no worries. So you can again do.
Oh, but the certificate is not here.
Go to the click on close. View certificate. Click on view certificate. Click on your certificate tab. Okay. Click on
Oh, I should
import.
import here again.
Import.
I have done that already, but why it is? Because every time we have to import it.
I don't think so. Go to the bin folder. Are you not able to see the?
Actually, why it is not coming?
Select here file name. Select. Yeah, click on this folder.
Okay.
Click on the folder name.
Should I open this?
Yeah, click on that folder. Go and click bin folder. Bin folder. Yes. And select at the bottom. You can see the one drop down.
Okay.
One drop down here. Yes. Select that drop down. All file or certificate file.
Okay. This
And
one.
select that. Yeah, this one. And open. What it's saying?
It can't be installed because you do not own the corresponding private key which was created when the certificate was requested.
Okay, click on OK.
You can close the Gmeter and open again.
Yeah. You can close the Chrome browser and Gmeter and you can do the same stuff.
Should I close it and try again?
Yes.
Yeah. Close the browser also and close the Gmeter also and you can try it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Kush, I will try and let you know. Yeah, I will close everything. I'll start from the beginning and let you know. Okay, thank you.
Can I share my screen with
But in
Josh
the software
in 1
application.
minute?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
I get this one HTTP request, but other they run correctly. Only this one. What can you explain what I do wrong?
Go to the top one. Go to the top call. Yeah, HTTP request. Here you have it is blank. Nothing you have passed. So obviously it will get failed. Either you have to delete.
Okay.
Yeah, remove this thing. Now when you run this thing, you will not get error.
I forgot about this.
Clear?
Yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
fine. Any other having any issue?